Well, there is a lot happening when it comes to our current state of situation with trade negotiations in China. President Trump now offering to help save jobs at Chinese telecom giant ZTE after his administration banned the company from using American parts. Now, the president tweeted this over the weekend. President Xi of China and I are working together to give massive Chinese phone company ZTE a way to get back into business fast. Too many jobs in China lost. Commerce Department has been instructed to get it done. Let's bring in right now Kadina Group President and Fox News contributor Gary B. Smith and Michael Lee at Investmark Advisory Group. Guys, good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Gary B., way to send an interesting message to your base on this one, saving Chinese jobs, not American jobs. But the bigger story here is the fact that the Commerce Department went after ZTE because they were in violation of sanctions against actually North Korea. What do you think the change is and what do you think it means?
Well, you know, it's typical Trump fire-ready aim policy making. He seems to rattle the cages up front and then he softens his stance. I think I'd like to think this is part of his, long con, if you will, that it's really a way to get more American jobs. You have to remember on the Chinese company, we're a big supplier to them. That's why they ostensibly said we're going to be going out of business because we've cut off their supplies from companies like Qualcomm and NVIDIA. So, in effect, helping them does help our jobs. I bet he wish he phrased that differently. I see long term if he can, like I said, rattle the cage up front and then improve trade relations going forward, it's actually going to be good for both economies, which ends up being really good for our economy.
Well, and also, Michael, I mean, there is so much at stake with our trade negotiations with China. I mean, right now, each side is still threatening the other with billions of dollars in sanctions. Do you think this is just part of the negotiation?
This is a perfect example of what our end game is here. Our end game here is improved terms for the U.S. and for U.S. companies. So I believe that the peace talks with North Korea are a direct result of our tough trade talks on China. I think China's putting all sorts of pressure on North Korea to come to the table, pressure like they've never seen before as a direct result of President Trump putting trading pressure on China. However, at the end of the day, we are the freest and fairest traders in the world. And the goal of what we're trying to do here is improve terms for U.S. companies, not necessarily put other companies out of business unless we absolutely have to.
That's true. I want to move on to something else we're watching. Obviously, oil was a big story last week. It's going to be a big story this week. We hit a 3.5-year high last week on oil, Gary. Certainly, this is going to affect gasoline prices. There's concerns that the economy may take a hit on all of this. And we really don't know what OPEC is going to do with the Iranian deal now on the scrapping table, if you will. What do you make of all this?
Well, I don't really get the whole concern over gas prices on oil, to be honest with you. I come at it from a different perspective. I think the reason we've seen in large gas prices, and you have to remember they've been rising steadily for over a year now, is because the economy, both here and in the world, is improving. Gas is, if you will, the fuel that kind of drives all this economic spirit lifting. So I see it as an effect, not a cause of any concern. And the other thing you have to realize is we keep talking about gas prices in nominal terms. You have to remember inflation adjusted. They're about half of what the all-time high was. I mean, there's certainly gas prices, other than a couple blips we've seen over the last few years, have become steadily down, again, inflation adjusted since, my gosh, the 20s. So I'm not worried about it.
Good. Hey, look, one less thing to worry about, Gary B, is always good for the markets. And Michael, real quick to you before we go, I want to ask you about, there's a story in the Journal this morning that's really interesting. It's talking about KKR and the fact that they're getting into, and Wall Street is now getting into, these house flipping loans. These are high interest, short-term loans. They're a bonanza for a bank if you want to get into that. But what do you make of the fact that Wall Street is now targeting this particular sector to make its next big flip, if you will, and make some cash at the same time?
Well, really, really interesting in that you now have KKR getting into in a lot of private equity shops. They're not directly getting it. They're almost one step removed and financing the companies that actually finance the underlying loans. But I think it's a good sign that our economy is coming back. And like a lot of these house flippings are happening in some of the more depressed, harder hit areas that are finally making a turn. So I think it's all in all a positive sign for the economy and hopefully a good sign for the country.
These loans, 8 to 12%, not a bad return if you're in the game, and Wall Street's getting into that game. Gary, Michael, thank you very much. Appreciate it this morning.
Thank you.
Thanks.